Oke, selamat datang kembali di tutorial basis data lanjut dengan Oracle Database. Basis data lanjut, perkenalkan saya Imam Malafi Insani dengan NRP 21031-21032 dari kelas 2D3 ITB tahun 2013-2014 dengan dosen pembimbing Rengga Asmara Eskom.ca. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Praktikum basis data lanjut part 8, Creating Procedure. The objective is, after completing this lesson, you should be able to do the following. Distinguish and enumerate PLSQL blocks from named PLSQL blocks. Describe subprograms. List the benefits of using subprograms. List the different environments from which subprogram can be invoked. And after completing this lesson, you should be able to do the following. Describe PLSQL blocks and subprograms. Describe the user of procedure. Create procedure. Differentiate between formal and actual parameters. List the feature of different parameter modes. Create procedure with parameters. Invoke a procedure. Handle exception in procedure. Remove a procedure. Okay, PLSQL program construct. Tools construct is anonymous blocks, application procedure or function, application package, stored package, and object types. And database server construct, anonymous blocks, store procedure or function, stored package, database triggers, and object types. This is the overview of subprograms. A subprogram is a named PLSQL block that can accept parameters and be invoked from a calling environment. A subprogram is of two types: a procedure that performs an action, a function that computes a value. A subprogram is based on standard PLSQL block structure, provides modularity, reusability, extensibility, and maintainability. A subprogram is provide easy maintenance, improve data security and integrity, improve performance, and improve code clarity. Block structure for anonymous PLSQL blocks. Declare, this is optional. Declare PLSQL object to be used within this block. Begin mandatory. Define the executable statement, and the exception is optional too. Define the action that takes place if an error or exception arises. And this is the end, mandatory. Block structure for PLSQL subprogram. This is the header. Is a subprogram specification, declaration section, and we begin it. Executable section. This is the exception, and this was optional, and exception section. And this one until this one, declaration section until exception section, this is the subprogram body, and header is a subprogram specification. PLSQL subprograms. Okay, this one is code repeated more than once in a PLSQL program, and this is subprogram P, which contains the repeated code. And this is a PLSQL program invoking the subprogram at multiple locations. So the benefit of subprogram. What is the benefit of subprogram? Why we must use the benefit of subprogram? Why we use the subprogram? And this is the benefit. The first is easy maintenance. The second is improved data security and integrity. The third is improved performance. And the fourth is improved code clarity. Developing subprogram by using ISQL+. This is develop how to develop subprogram. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is the develop, or this is the how to develop subprogram using ISQL+. And invoking stored procedure and function. This is the Oracle portal. Oracle, and then Oracle Discoverer, and then this is Oracle Form Developer. This is code. This is the log execution procedure, and this is code. So what is a procedure? A procedure is a type of subprogram that performs an action. A procedure can be stored in the database as a schema object for repeated execution. Syntax for creating procedure. Create or replace procedure, procedure name, parameter 1, data type, parameter 2, data type is as PLSQL block. The replace option indicates that if the procedure exists, it will be dropped and replaced with a new version created by the statement. PLSQL block starts with either begin or the declaration of local variables and ends with either an or end procedure name. Developing procedure. Number one is file.sql, the editor code to create procedure, and then load and execute file of SQL in SQL Plus, and then use Oracle, and the Oracle compile the source code and execute the P code. Formal versus actual parameter. So what is the difference between formal parameter and actual parameter? Formal parameters is variable declared in the parameter list of a subprogram. The example is create procedure raise cell, p underscore id number, p underscore amount number, and raise cell. Raise cell vid is 2000. Actual parameter is variable or expression referred in the parameter list of a subprogram call. This is the procedural parameter modes. This is the calling environment. Procedure is in parameter, out parameter, in out parameter. This we declare it, we begin, and the exception and end. Creating procedure with parameter in out, in out. In default mode, value is passed into subprogram. Formal parameter acts as a constant. Actual parameter can be a literal expression, constant, or initial variable. Can be assigned a default value. The out one must be specified, returned to calling environment. Uninitialized variable must be a variable, cannot be assigned a default value. In out must be specified, passed into subprogram, returned to calling environment. Initialized variable must be a variable, cannot be assigned a default value. End parameter. This is the example. 176 PID. This one is PID. And create or replace procedure raise underscore salary p underscore id in employees.employee id percent type is begin update employees set salary is salary times 1.110 where employee underscore id is p underscore id and the raise salary. And the parameters, this is the example, the calling environment 171, this is the PID, and P underscore name is Smith, and P underscore salary is 7,400, and this is the P underscore com. The out parameter example is create or replace procedure query underscore emp, P underscore ID in employees.employee ID, percent type, P underscore name out employees.last name, percent type, P underscore salary out employees.salary, percent type, P underscore com out employees.commission underscore PCT, percent type is begin, select last name salary commission underscore PCT into P underscore name, P underscore salary, and P underscore com from employees, where employee ID is P underscore ID and the query EMP. Viewing out parameters, load and run the EMP underscore query SQL script file to create the query or underscore EMP procedure. Declare host variable, execute the query EMP procedure, and print it. This is the example variable G underscore name with the data type varchar2 and the length is 25. Variable G underscore sal with the data type number. Variable G underscore com with the data type number. We execute query underscore emp 171 gname, gsel, and gcom. We print the gname. In out parameters, the calling environment is 80063300575. This is the format phone procedure of p_phone now. This is the format we set in here, and we create or replace procedure format phone p_phone_no in out varchar2 is begin p_phone_no. This is the beginning sub str p_phone number 1.3, and this is how to end the procedure of format phone p_phone_no 4.3 and minus sub str p_phone_no 7, and we end the format phone. Viewing in out parameters, variable g_phone_no with the data type varchar2 is and the length is 15. We begin g_phone_no with the 80063300575, and we end it. We print the g_phone_no execute format_phone, and we print it. And this is PLSQL procedure successfully completed, and we can see g_phone_no. This is, and we execute the g_phone_no, and this is the procedure of phone format. And then methods for passing parameters: positional, list actual parameters in the same order as formal parameters. Name, list actual parameters in arbitrary order by associating each with its corresponding formal parameter. Combination is list sum of the actual parameter positional and sum as name. The default option for parameters, we create or replace procedure add_dep p_name in department name, percent type, default unknown p_log in department location id percent type, default 1700 is begin insert into department id, department name, location id, and the values is departments underscore sec the next file p_name p_log and add dep. And this is the example of passing parameters. We begin @_dep training 2500 @_dep p location is 2400 p_name is education @dep is p_log 1000 and 100 and 2000 1200. I'm sorry, and we end it. And select department ID, department name, location ID from department, and this is the result: department ID, department name, and the location ID. Declaring subprogram. How to declare the subprogram? This is how to declare it. Is procedure log_exec is begin insert into log_table user ID log_date and the values user and sysdate, and this is the end log_exec. We begin it log_exec and then we end it. Invoking a procedure from an anonymous PLSQL block. Declare v_id number is 163. We begin raise salary v_id. Invoke, this is the invoke procedure, and we commit. Invoking a procedure from another procedure. Create or replace procedure. Process_emps is cursor. emp_cursor is select employee ID from employees. Begin for emp_record. In emp_cursor, we loop raise salary emp_rec.employee_id. We end the loop and commit and the process of emp end. And load exception. This is the calling procedure, and this is the called procedure. The proc2 arg1 is called procedure. Proc2 is begin exception and proc2. This is the exception raised. This is the exception handled. and the end proc2 in here is control returns to calling procedure. Handled exception. Create procedure p2 int div plog id number is v underscore dit number for begin, and in here p2 underscore ins underscore depth p underscore lead. This revering create calling the create procedure, calling the syntax in here. And the exception is when no data found, and we print the message no such depth or log for any employee. Unhandled exception. This is the calling procedure, and this is the call procedure, and this one is call procedure. Proc2 is begin exception and proc2. This is the exception unhandled, and after the end proc2, in here control return to exception section of calling procedure. And unhandled exception, in here the syntax in here calling syntax above, create procedure until end, and removing procedure, drop a procedure stored in the database. Drop procedure name. This is the example. Drop procedure raise salary. And summary. In this lesson, you should have learned that a procedure is a subprogram that performs an action. You create procedure by using the create procedure command. You can compile and save a procedure in the database. Parameters are used to pass data from the calling environment to the procedure. There are three parameter modes: in, out, and in-out. Local subprograms are programs that are defined within the declaration section of another program. Procedure can be invoked from any tool or language that support PL/SQL. You should be aware of the effect of handled and unhandled exception on transaction and calling procedure. You can remove procedure from the database by using the drop procedure command. Procedures can serve as building blocks for an application. Dan selanjutnya adalah soal. Yang pertama adalah buat prosedur add underscore job untuk menambahkan baris data baru ke dalam tabel jobs. Prosedur memiliki dua parameter yang menampung kode job dan nama job. Buat prosedur upd underscore job untuk memodifikasi data pada tabel job. Prosedur memiliki dua parameter kode job dan nama job yang baru. Buat exception handling untuk menangani kode job yang tidak ada pada tabel jobs. Berikan pesan bahwa kode job tidak ada dalam tabel job. Jalankan prosedur untuk mengganti kode job IT underscore DBA diganti dengan title data administrator. Cobalah dengan kode job yang tidak ada di tabel jobs, misal kode job IT underscore web, dan perhatikan apakah exception handling telah berjalan dengan benar. Dan ini adalah jawabannya. Soal yang pertama, create or replace procedure add underscore job p underscore job in jobs.kode underscore job percent type p underscore name in jobs.nama underscore job percent type is begin. Insert into jobs kode underscore job, nama underscore job, values p underscore job, p underscore name, dan commit dan end. Kemudian soal yang kedua adalah kita set server outputnya on. Kemudian kita create or replace procedure upd underscore job, p underscore jobs, jobs.kode underscore job percent type, p underscore name, jobs.nama underscore job percent type is a invalid job exception. We begin update job set nama underscore job sama dengan p underscore name where kode underscore job sama dengan p underscore job. If SQL percent found, then raise e underscore invalid job, and then we commit. So this is the exception. When e underscore invalid job, then dbms output.put line we print the message invalid coded job. Dan selesai. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Terima kasih telah menyaksikan.